That's it, we're running all bosses. Breasts a yonder. I mean, think about it. What do mermaids have to offer? They ain't got nothing on bottom. At least, I wouldn't think so. But they still got boobies. That doesn't make any sense. What do you mean it doesn't make any sense? There's also blue-footed boobies. That's also true. How does that not make any sense, Neil? How do mermaids reproduce? Not with humans. That much I can tell you. I think that question comes down to how do fish reproduce, and it's probably the same answer. You're just discussing those in VZ last night? Oh, the blue-footed boobies, yeah. I've never seen a whale or dolphin documentary as SMH. No. Can't say that I have. Also, Neil, I think it depends. They'd have to be some pretty large honkers to float the entire being like that. Anything I know about... The only thing I know is that male seahorses get pregnant because it's funny. I also think that's funny. We should start doing that. I got it. I'll get Keith pregnant. I'll make him bear the child. Fish have swim bladders that keep them from sinking or floating. The swim bladders of mermaids are the boobs. Maybe, maybe. You might be onto something. This run sucks. Can't swim no more if you stab the mermaid in the tits. Oh man. She also dead. She also might be a fed. You're true, true. Sirens and shit. That is too entertaining, we're distracting you. Nah. I think I'm just washed or something. I think there would be a bigger problem from impaled breasts than just losing the ability to swim. Well, okay, nobody said you had to go, like, truthfully fully into the chest cavity. You could just choose to impale the breast and only the breast. Or even better yet, just cut the Cooper's ligaments. That's also funny. The what? Cooper's ligaments. There are some ligaments that are like... Well, it's a ligament, not a muscle. But yeah, it runs right here, and it's basically the thing that acts as natural support, so they don't just like... But it keeps them taut to a point. Have you seen medical documentaries where the lungs are clogged, so you gotta stab the... Yeah. That's called a pneumothorax. I both love and hate being in medical, because I feel like a nerd, but at the same time, I think it's so cool. All my homies love tension pneumothorax. Exhale the titties. I guess that is what's happening. Empty the swim titties. Who needs floaties when you got titties? My health anxiety and hypochondria is in overdrive right now. I'm clutching my titties and cringing. No, 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 you'll be okay. We'll come for, like, Neil's or something. Why did you say fucking? What did I miss? Y'all are fine, I promise, lol. She said yellingly. That's what makes it great. Some of the things I can even just think back on. Please. Why have floaties when you can have titties is quite the sentence. That's nothing like you're all up in this damn collision like a speculum during an OB appointment. That was a crazy one. Fish, slightly bigger fish, slightly wider fish, shark. Bars? The speculum joke was insane. Yeah, it was. I don't even know why that's what I thought of to say. But it was. Then again, I also do have a bit of titty trauma, so that's probs why it got... Are we bringing this up again? Or is it a different one that you're about to bring up? Either way, I'm scared. Wow. Is this a story? Oh. Fibroid adenomas is also a thing. I didn't know about that part, but I do now. Clean. Cutting into my tits, digging around in there quite a bit. Nice. Gotta love that. I thought you were going to talk about the Salem situation. But I didn't know about that one. See if I can do this properly. Please. Thank you. Jesus Christ. Salem fucked you up too. Yeah, there you go. Are they knocking you out for that? Because it sounds like it would be painful. I would only assume as much. I would hope so. We hit these? We don't hit those? I had biopsies done on both boosters to make sure it was benign. It was, and I was awake for it just normal now. Nice. It was an experience to say the least. Hey, that's like the time they used Novocaine to remove a mucocele cyst I had on my lower lip, and I could feel almost everything. It was pain. But I couldn't say anything because they're actively in my mouth. It was so disturbing. Oh, yeah, for sure. That's good enough. Boom, 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 boom. We actually have kind of a run going, for once, finally. Like I was able to get my wisdom teeth through while under anesthesia because being awake for that shit would be traumatic. Yeah, I don't think they do that awake. They better not do that awake. If they do, somebody needs to have their license removed. And wisdom teeth really depends on like your situation, because if you're impacted, that's a whole thing in itself. And then if they do in some case, hell no, man. Some cases they have to cut the teeth if they're like weird. Yours were impacted. Yep, that fucking blows. Real balls. When I had mine removed, I woke up, stood up, and started walking immediately. That's what I did. I was eating within the same night, like hard food. Was I supposed to? No. I also had it done at like 9 a.m., so that probably helps. But still, I did it. That was spicy. You were awake for getting your top wisdom teeth removed. Why? The bottoms are impacted too. They put me for this video. But yeah, I was awake for the entire process of them ripping out my top 2 teeth out of my skull. That's awful. Why? They need their license removed. Gotten mine done yet? I think they're also already in. I mean, you might not need to get yours out based on your crowding level, if you have any crowding level. Every crack, snap, and everything. Crack, snap, will pop. And felt them. It's crazy. I lose so much time here. Dentist said he could do it without putting me to sleep, so I said, fuck it, let's go, doc. Yeah, nah. Dragging myself to class? Good luck. Well, this might be different in different states, too. That's also fair. Can I reset yet? Pop ones were impacted, that probably had something to do with it. I mean, maybe, but still, that's insane. Mind you, they numbed me when I got top of class. Same sensation as my tears. I could feel everything, just no pain. That's so weird. I was so far over. What was I doing? So uncomfortable? I'd believe it. I don't know why I didn't correct myself there. That was throw. Oh. See? What do you mean, Narfus, please? That was a perfectly good Narfus. Narfussy. Hey then, what do you mean? Why so salty, Neil? Bet you missed bridge jump. You from Noke? No. Hate bridge jump. I hate table more. We don't have to do table anymore, thanks to Neil. I could jump straight into the water. Shout out the old strats for bridge when you would ledge fly over the bridge. And then the strat where you would mega jump onto the wall to the right of the bridge. And then go out of bounds that way and around to Meridell. And then just mega jumping over the bridge and then just cloak dashing over the bridge. This is a bad angle. My god, that was so ass. Guys, we're on 32 pace. We're on 32 pace. I'm such a shit poster. And what a great conversation to go in a PB run if this were to happen. I don't think it will, but it could. Fuck you. Log is a shitter, confirmed. Real! I do suck. Recovery. Yeah, it's like a 19 or a 20. Okay. Um. It'd be funny if we could interrupt the consumption of items and still gain its benefits. I've thought about something like that, but I've never been able to get anything that would work like that. I've tried dying while activating items. I've tried going into cutscenes while activating items. I've tried saving while activating items. I've tried dying and loading while activating items and nothing happens. I've tried swapping characters and using items at the same time, but you can't. I have yet to find any way to do that. Surely there's a way, right? Maybe, who knows? Now we've tried dying while saving, or saving while dying, I guess, but and dying while picking up an item. So those are out. Basically mean you only dupe enough to get one of each thing you do for the run. That would be so nice. Or like in the case of something like Hundo, and I guess all bosses, only the times you would have to swap characters. Because I'm sure that would still reset it, but... mentioned faster Act 2. That would be the insane part. I thought I did the third one. You're starting in 4 minutes, so you need to get up and grab soda. Good luck with stream. Don't die. Neil throwing out the Gil Franker face. Like 5 to 6 seconds behind my last Act 2, which means I should be like 7:13 with no problems. 7:15. The what? The Gilf. What's wrong with what I said? I could absolutely see Neil, also this is a 13, I could absolutely see Neil wearing a I Love Hot Mom shirt. H. H for hydrate! Oh my god. Look at you, Neil. Your response. Why is that your response? Are you saying you don't like gilfs? Or hot moms? This is where I get the... Now hang on, I didn't say that. GSM? Or MSM, I guess, is better. Minion spawn management. Or manipulation, either one. We could also have MAM, minion aggro management, or manipulation. Does that actually work? Yeah, it does. I know L2 from multiple places in the game, at least. L2 alone will stop things from targeting you, or sorry, will stop them from spawning. I'm pretty sure it determines how they target you as well. I found, and this could be confirmation bias, that when I wasn't holding L2, jumpy monsters seemed to slam more than needed shoot, but that's not confirmed. We don't have enough data for that. And then looking down can both manipulate their spawns based on your loading range and lag, but lag is an obvious one. Let's just use them in theory. I'm gonna work here like this line. Oh yeah. It's especially prominent on console because of the amount of lag that the planes generates, but yeet. I was gonna say, I think I'm too close to the edge there. Nice. Got the double. Got the trip. Excuse me. Thank you. I don't know why I've been having trouble with that recently. Grip the 31. I'm too bad at this game. .32 is doable, though. Also, Noke is finished. That's crazy. The amount of time that it takes to go get Cloak is fucking ridiculous. No. Hello, Cheesy. How goes it? God, please. Straight back. Fine. A little frustrated from an earlier run, but now I'll get over it. I have to not throw this one and have to not get supremely unlucky. So. We should be fine. Things can always go wrong. I have to not throw. Why did I do that? Oh my god, I'm throwing. No, I was too close. Oh my god. That could have been really good. No, it was okay. I tied last PB on that split at least.
Because of you, Altador
Okay.
was restored to Neopia.
Wow.
Neopia is safe from pernicious influence.
The darkest fairy,